Well, good evening. I know it's been a good few days since I've reported in, but they've been good, productive, happy days. This is the official Into Darkness Enterprise build log number 26, the final entry. Yes, this ship is done. I did finish it on time, time being in time Tuesday night for the release of Into Darkness. Here it is. It is a 100% complete. I've given it the flat coat of matte finish to cover up the gloss coats now that the decals have all been sealed in. It was fun to build. This was a darn good fun time. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making these videos. Here's a look down the aft end. It's a new thing for me, making videos. I hope I didn't bore you too much or ramble too much. People ask me sometimes, well, what do you do with your models when you're done? I mean, do they just collect dust? Do you show them off? Do you sell them? What do you do? Well, I have been normally, I just build them and sit them, but I have decided to put this up for sale. Yes, I have a figure in mind. I'm not going to say it out loud just in case I find myself embarrassed that no one is willing to offer that much, but keep in mind, I don't do this for a living. I'm not a professional builder. The prices that professional builders charge is worth every penny, but I don't consider myself in their league, so I will not be charging anywhere near close to what some of those pro modelers charge. I don't wish to, and I don't think I'm any threat to their livelihoods as far as taking any sales away from them, but you can get an idea of what they charge and then cut that in half. I really, like I said, this is not my living. I have a day job. And so what I want to do is be able to keep funding my hobby. So a sale like this would go a long way to keeping me in models for a while. The good news is I can't, even if I sell it, I can't ship it right away. I have to take some good beauty pass pictures of it. And I'll tell you why. Let me set it down. I can't go into all the details yet because it's one of those fun things. I love it when people say, well, I'm working on something, but I can't tell you what it is. And I've always hated those people. I hate them with a passion. You smug SOB. How come you know something that I don't? Well, it's my turn. And I want to say, I'm working on something that I can't tell you about right now. I can only show you a hint. Hint is over. So that's why I need to take good pictures of this. It's not exactly what you think, though. That's part one of the good news. Part one is you may be seeing pictures of that in print form. The second bit of good news is the project that I'm working on that I can't really tell you because it's going to ruin it. It's such a neat idea. I don't want anybody else, even if they are working on it on their own time, and I don't know about it. I don't know of anybody else who's doing this. Hopefully, I don't want to tip my hand as to what I'm doing, but it may also find its way in here. And the only hint I will give you is this. Ooh, something's missing out of the bottom. What could it be? And this. There's the bottom part. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. You may not see reports on it. I may be doing reports on other things. I am on kind of a time crunch on it because there's a deadline for it. So you may see it in the background. I'm going to try to continue some reports on other various side projects that I'm working on. I've got a project for a good friend of mine named George who sent me a small resin Klingon ship that he needed to have plating made for. And I'm doing that now too, George. I swear I'm that close to finishing. I am also announcing that orange is the new black. Yes, I am switching over to the new orange vinyl, exclusive for almost all of my kits now. There are some things that are strictly window masks, and they are in no danger of lifting paint up, so I'll continue to use the black for that. Things like the set for the Chariot, that's black and orange, oddly enough, but the orange is the different, it is the signed vinyl that goes on the inside and the black that goes on the outside. No reason to change that. There's no paint danger of lifting any paint off the clear surface, so plus I got a ton of black I got to use up, frankly. But that's the latest. Thanks to my regular vendors, I'm working on a big order this weekend for a couple of them, and that's taking me away too. As much as I like to build, when the orders come in, that's the first thing that gets taken care of, because I believe in servicing my customers first, and then my own stuff comes second. So as much as I can when I'm not working the day job, I'm cutting vinyl and putting orders together. And also, the last thing I wanted to announce, other than the orange vinyl, is the 2.0 version of the JJ Enterprise templates. They are shipping out now with this current order. It is a more extensive set, therefore a little bit more expensive than the original. I think I alluded to some of that in the videos that I was going to be expanding it. Well, let me grab a couple parts and I'll show you. Some things that I have included that aren't in the original set was, of course, the sensor bands. These were a no-brainer. As soon as I saw them, it's like, yes, I've got to put those in. Also, including surrounding for these 4 pieces, there are 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top that are slightly different shapes, oddly enough. So they're marked top and bottom. Also, for the phaser banks, the phaser banks, and of course my favorite, escape hatch lifeboats. Yes, you can see that. Oh, it's still focusing. The lifeboats and escape hatches. Until such time that decals are made, these will be included on the new template sets. And like I said, it did bump the price up a little bit, or my cost up a little bit. I don't know exactly how much the vendors will bump up the price, but I felt that the extra bits were worth it, because I think that in the painting of it, I realized there were some things that it would really help me to have done in vinyl. So why not pass that along to y'all? Again, short report. Sorry to ramble on a bit. If you are interested in buying this ship from me, you can leave me a message on my Gmail on the YouTube, or you can go to aztecdummy@att.net and leave me a price there. Like I said, it won't be cheap, but it won't be a bank buster like what the pros charge. And again, I don't mean to disparage them at all. They do hellaciously good work. I'm happy to call some of them friends and acquaintances. So believe me, I am not trying to tread on anybody's toes. And that's it for this evening. Happy trails to y'all. See you on the next build. I'm going to try to pull something out of the closet or off the shelf that is maybe like a one-day build or a real quickie build. I've got like 8 or 10, like I'm sure most of you. I got 8 or 10 kits that are halfway finished. I think I need to go through and just barrel through some of those half-finished ships and kits and get to those. But a lot of my work and spare time is going to be taken up with this project. I think you're going to like it when you see it, But again, I just don't, I hate to sound like a tease, but I just don't want to let the cat out of the bag prematurely. So good night for now, and talk to you soon.